Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today is set number 70684. This is the Spinjitzu Slam Kai vs. Samurai, containing 164 pieces, retailing for $20, $19.99 in the United States, and, you know, it's got too many figures. This was the only double pack from the summer 2019 batch of spinners. It contains one instruction manual, which interestingly enough only really shows the two, characters. And, it shows you how to build both in that one book. And, it's a decent packaging design here. I think I like this better than the Legacy Spinners packaging, just in terms of visual interest with the two large versions of the characters inside. And on the back it does show you all of the contents and what you can do with it. The set does come with a launcher for each of the characters, so you have both Kai and the Spinjitzu stone or ice warrior or samurai, ice samurai probably. It's a more accurate description. And, it's just a regular ice samurai. There's nothing special about this one, but this Forbidden Spinjitzu Kai is actually an exclusive figure, and both of these builds are exactly the same, in terms of design. They do have slightly different colors, and actually this one does use two 1x2 curved slopes versus a 1x4, but other than that, they're identical. And if you don't know how these work, basically you have this spinner, which for this one it's gunmetal gray and translite blue, and you attach these fancy base attachments that with this sort of screw design going on them, and you twist that into this other new specialized piece, and you able to take this and drop that down and send the thing flying. And that's pretty much the gist of how it works. And it works pretty decently most of the time, and you can get a good spin. It's really hard for me to show on my... Oh, that's actually probably the best spinner we're going to get today. This is hard for me to show on my desk, though, because they will like to fall into this gap back here, which I really should do something about, filling in that gap somehow at some point. But just a quick look at Kai's spinner. It is gold and trans orange, which is another exclusive color scheme for that. So both of these guys can face off, and I guess we will make an attempt, but I'm only going to try once, because it's not going to go well. Wow. That was surprisingly effective. They didn't hit each other at all, but they both stayed on the screen. So there's that, and let's look at the other stuff that's included in the set. We then have this little stand to hold the scroll of Forbidden Spinjitzu on the staff there. And, the point of this, I believe, is that you're supposed to attempt to knock it over with your spinner, just like that. That actually worked very well. And you could potentially attach this in more loosely, just like lightly place it there, and then maybe if you hit it hard enough, let's see if this works. I've never tried it before. Maybe that'll... Nah, it doesn't really knock over the, or knock this out. It's hard to get that to stand while attaching it loosely enough, but, it is cool and works as a play feature. I mean, especially if the goal is just to knock that over. And there are just a couple more different assemblies that you have here. All of these have one of the screw pieces on the bottom, so you can shoot all of these off from the launchers. I'm not going to do it for all of them because it's all exactly the same thing. But you can use these to attempt to hit the other spinners. This one, it's got a big flame on it, so that's cool, I guess. This one has some of those teeth in trans orange, which is neat. And this one has these swords from Nexo Knights, and got a little bit of dark red on there. And this one uses these relatively neat pieces as well. So, all these just add a little bit of extra value. Nothing too crazy, but it is kind of fun to have these all spinning out there at once. But I don't have the space here on this desk to do that properly, so I'm not going to bother showing it here, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. And here we have our Blizzard Samurai and Forbidden Spinjitzu Kai figures, and both these figures are fine. There's nothing crazy going on here. This Kai figure is exclusive, this Blizzard Samurai is not. I do really, really like the helmet design that they've got going on for this guy, and the torso armor as well. It's really detailed and really well done. It almost looks like custom. It doesn't look like a official Lego part, which that's not necessarily inherently a bad thing. It doesn't look bad. Just saying that it looks so detailed that I can't believe Lego actually made that. He does have a facial expression that appears in pretty much all of the ice sets from Season 11. And Kai has a new face print, which looks really good. I like that. The torso print on Kai is kind of but I do like this alternate facial expression for him. And the gold and red sword to go together is just not the best. It does have an alternate facial expression on the Blizzard Samurai, and you can turn the armor around so that either side faces forward. It's overall a good look. I like the dual molding on it, and the torso print on him from the front looks pretty decent as well. The one really cool thing about this Forbidden Spinjitzu staff is, it's got this vinyl piece here which you can just slide on or off really easily, and the staff is sort of dual molded. It's really hard to get to show up on video here, but there's a little bit of marbling going on here, so it's slightly blue, which is kind of cool. But the cool thing about this is that you don't have to pick, or you don't have to collect all the sets to get all of these. You just need to get, any 3 sets that do. Because in each set that includes them, you get one of each of the different options for the Forbidden Spinjitzu powers. And you see, you just punch one out and stick it on there, and it works fine. So I had mixed feelings on some of the other Spinjitzu Slam sets. And, I sort of have the same mixed feelings here, but I don't know what it is about this one. Maybe it's just a combination of 2 different color schemes with the trans orange and the trans blue. Sort of like the fire versus ice. I don't know, I kind of like the overall look here. Like, just putting this stuff like this with this one central focus piece. I know it's super simple, but I feel like this makes kind of probably the best display of all of them. So if you just want something to maybe mess around with and then stick on a shelf, I think this might be your bet. As far as playability, having 2 of them together, I think works pretty decently, and the ability to knock this over. It's not too difficult, but not like so ridiculously easy that it gets super boring. So it's not not terrible. I kind of like this one. I think for $20, maybe a little bit steeper. It would have been nice if they could have reduced this so that it, maybe retail price is $16. But, you can generally get this for $16. So, it's not too shabby here. Yeah, I feel like the value is alright. The fact that this figure isn't exclusive is kind of a shame, but I think that is still the cheapest way to get that version of the Ice Samurai. So, it is still really cool because his armor is really excellently molded and just looks fantastic in person. I love the dual molding on it. It kind of allows you to catch light through different angles. It just looks great. So overall, I do really like that figure, even though it is an exclusive. The Kai figure I don't like, but it is exclusive, and the face is really nice. But like the torso print is kind of eh. I don't mind the molding for the exclusive color molding for the hood and flame piece. That looks pretty good, but the torso printing itself just kind of is. I had the same problem with the Sons of Garmadon spinners, where the art style just isn't that great. I think this is a slight improvement from that one, but still, I've had the same sort of issue with all of the Spinjitzu Slam figures. So, if you want any of the Spinjitzu Slams, I think that this still is probably one of the better ones. And gives you pretty much everything you'd need from them, and you really don't need to get the others unless you really want to collect every single Ninjago minifigure, which is sort of where my head is at, and that's why I bought all of them, so yay. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this set, compared to the other ones by itself, if you like the Spinjitzu Slams at all, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.